What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's another edition of Tell It How It Is, no filter. What episode is this? It'll be in the timestamp since I don't remember, but I know it's 214. No, I probably jumping the gun. 212. I'm gonna stand on it. 212. Might be 213. Right to it. No time for nonsense. Hope you're being positive, productive, and progressive. That's the 3 P's. Starting with pet peeve. Hotels with weak water pressure, weak Wi-Fi signal, and hollow-ass walls. You do not want to feel like we're in a movie theater when we're trying to relax, hearing whole conversations because the walls, they spent the cheapest amount of bread, yet overpricing the stay. I get it, profit, but you got to make the walls thicker. Let's do something to the water pressure. And I know that this is probably a large facility that everybody is using Wi-Fi. You probably can't even count how many people is on the Wi-Fi at the same time. But you can still do better. That was just a quick run through. Has anybody experienced these things on vacation or any type of getaway? We must stand on it. Leave comments when they do a survey, etc. Or if they want to ask when you're checking out, how was your experience? I mean, speaking up may make a difference depending on how many people do it. That's that. All right, let's get to business. Being genuine, the universe plays out in your favor in simple scenarios. Maybe not game-changing, but still significantly. So, they say when you look out, when you do things, it's genuine. Because if it is, you're not looking for instant gratification or something to get back right away. Because then that's not genuine. You're doing it to get something. But if you know that that's just you, little things will play out. I have an example to kind of get you right there. So me and an associate was getting lunch once, and a father and his 3 daughters, or was it 2 daughters? Either way, he approached us in the place we were getting food and gave us, the sad story. I'm not going to get into details specifically about being unfortunate and not, can we get him something to eat, pretty much. So at first it looked kind of, I don't know. If you want to judge a book by its cover, because I had another situation where somebody was asking for food, yet they look real clean to me, like cleaner than me, fresh cut, Jordans, but whatever. If you're going to look at all of those, whatever. But yeah, it was kind of like that vibe, but we still did that, you know what I mean? We came together and was able to get them something to eat. Later on, not to say this is a direct cause of it, maybe later in that week or a day or two later, something that I normally pay for, like expected payment, was waived, or I didn't have to pay it. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the same lines. Like, it has nothing to do with food and bill. But I just felt like because of the time frame of both situations, I just avoided a payment, or, I was waived or whatever. So that's probably a weak example, but I took that as, a genuine thing, because I didn't help them out with food expecting food, because I always could provide that. God has been blessed. I've been blessed through the powers that be, that I never went through that where I had to go around begging for food or you know what I mean? So I didn't do that for that reason, but I felt like I got something back. So even though that's little, that's how life go. If you're genuine 100% of the time and you look out for people, or you do what you can, I feel like you will get back little things. You still got to grind and work hard, and there's other factors to get into success and financial freedom, but you can still, maneuver your way. Just stay genuine. Don't look for nothing back. Got it? All right. The mistakes women make with men. Friend zone. So it's always going to be this uncomfortable conversation that gets ignored. I don't really want to pick a gender here that's better than the other with dealing with this. I believe like it could be equal. There are times where the women truly mean that, truly see it that way. Granted, stand on that. I really, really think you have both parties in full succession of this. That they strongly both feel that's where they're at. It can happen. I'm not on the 0% tip, but it's a lot of, again, conversations are not had. So if the woman is dead ass and the man is kind of like, yeah, but he would if he could. We not keeping it a buck, fellas. If you feel that way, I feel you should address it. Just keep it a buck. Because women can stand firm when they mean it. I give them that. There's very few cases where men have female friends and they're holding on to that. Even though they could. But I don't think that they would, they're not going to just outright say shit probably. But there'll be situations and scenarios where it's kind of like, not to dance around it. Fellas, if you have a situationship like this, where you have a homegirl and you know that if you could, you would. Voice that shit. Stop pretending like you the buddy. Genuinely. You feel me? Women, if you do have this scenario where you are feeling a guy and that's your homie, I mean, it's easier. I don't even understand the pressure. The guy is most likely with it. Unless you known him a long time and he has a certain type and you're not it. Which is easy to understand. I just want this thing that if it's going to be a thing, let's get to the realness of it. And like I said, there's a lot of miscommunication. People don't say shit. They're just going with the flow. And it's buffoonery, if you ask me. So stand firm on your feelings. Because nobody got time to waste. I know shit happens. And people will play like, nah, they were cool. Or I don't know, it's all type of shit with that. I don't really feel in this day and age that we should tippy toe and dance around shit, having one party look stupid when they thought that it was a situation and it's really the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not even bringing in the factors of them having partners, so if the lady has a man, or if the man has a woman, I guess. For some reason, though, it's funny. Now that I say that. If the man has a lady, right, a life partner or his soulmate as he thinks, and he tells her, unless they was from the gate, that he has a couple of best friends that are girls, the lady may not act out per se, but there's certain scenarios that might get questioned or things like, I think I asked somebody once, if you trust your man so much with his homegirls and the homegirl hits him up like 1, 2 in the morning, whatever, needing his assistance for whatever, the girlfriend was like, well, we on the way. He not going by himself to that. You feel me? I thought that was hilarious. But vice versa, if your lady has a male best friend and it's 1, 2 in the morning and he needs some assistance, it's like, he look crazy because what the fuck can she do physically at that time of morning? If he need to chat because he's going through something on the phone, that's a little more understandable. But what services could she render your lady to this man 1, 2 in the morning? Unless it's some real emergency, not normal, hospital bound, life or death. Like, it gotta be really that extreme. So it's not even across the board, clearly. But let's just keep it a stack, y'all. You know what I mean? Keep it a stack. That's your homie. That's your homie. I'm not sitting here saying it's impossible. You watch other platforms, which I do as well, and there's some like red pill men out there that feel this is impossible. Like, it's no way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. So stand on your feelings is my point. Stand on your feelings, believe in them, express that, and then you'll get better results. Because, you know, if you're holding on to something just to be around, you're kind of wasting your time, and you kind of like taking away from your happiness and what's coming to you. Because deceit and misleading, it has a negative result. Even if it's not direct or heavy, you'll still feel that if you know you're bullshitting or faking the funk. It takes a lot of energy, and I don't see what you get out of that, really. You know what I mean? So I hope you take that as some intelligent advice. Don't get in your feelings about it. Just, you know, every moment counts, and time is precious. Feel me? So hold on to that, and I'll be back for part 2.